Hello, welcome to Mini Motorways. It's me, a Proustian. So, I wanted to play a little bit of this game for my channel because it's a game that I play occasionally when I'm in the mood, but I really love it and I'm actually weirdly kind of good at it. And they just came out with like an anniversary special where they've added maps and they've added trains, so I haven't played with any of that before. But yeah, just so you can see, like, I tend to not do the daily challenges. I just really enjoy playing the base maps. And so you can see most of the time I try to get into the 3000s as a score. Now, it doesn't happen every time. um, but it does happen fairly often that I'm in the 2000s to 3000s. My absolute best map I think was Dubai. 6,448 points. I still don't know how that happened. It was an incredible game. But yeah, generally speaking, my goal when I play these is to get into, like, if you look at these, you can see the stats, and I like being in the top 1 to 5% of each map. And that's generally my goal is to like get into the top 5% and then get into the top 3% and then beyond that. So it's just something I really enjoy. It's a fun little game, and I thought I would try out some of the new maps and the new things with the trains and see how it goes and just kind of have fun in the game. Yeah, so I haven't tried London, obviously, before, and so let's give it a go. I'm gonna do classic. Well, they now have expert level. Ooh, that's intriguing. It has been a couple months since I have played um, the game. So I figured I would talk through. Oh, this building looks different. Look at the train. Oh, it's underground. That's why it's gray, I suspect. I suppose it could be an above ground train. Anyways, I thought I would, as I do this, I'm going to talk through kind of the way I play the game and what makes it work for me to get relatively high scores. So one of the most important things is to pause early and often, because that just gives you time to plan things. So a couple of issues here. I don't know if my roads can cross the oh, it must be able to cross the train track because the trains are underground. So in general, I don't love that this is connected here because that mixes blue with red, but like there's no reason for the blue to go to the right. There's no reason for the red to go to the left yet. So I can let that go now that they're connected. But obviously you try to minimize the distance between where the cars start and where they go to pick up their little tasks. So if you've never played this game, basically these buildings put up these pips, and then the car, when it comes and parks, can pick up the pip, and then it has to come back home and drop it off. And so, oh, I see what's happening here with the train. It's only creating a pip when the train comes by. Oh, now that's interesting. That's going to affect things in a way that I'm not used to, right? It's a new mechanic. Oh, that's neat. So I always think of these as kind of sources and sinks. Like I've got my source of pips and then the sinks here, or I could think of it as this is a source of cars and the cars have to come here. And so, okay, so now blue does have a reason to go that way. I don't need to pause and change anything because I already have my cars that can get there in a pretty efficient way. One of the big issues that comes up as the game continues and expands is that you have to start having roads cross each other more and the cars interfere with each other on their paths, and that slows them down. Anything that slows the cars down is bad. Um, and so you try to avoid it. And that can be things like sharp corners as well. So like this really sucks because that I'm forced by the river into a sharp corner here. But you have to balance, like if I didn't have the sharp corner, I would instead have to come with my roads all the way around this way. So it's a choice. Do I have it longer without the sharp corner or shorter with? And I think the shorter path is the smarter path this time. Also, I have a limited number of road segments. I also have a couple of bridges, but I don't think it's worth using a bridge here because I will need those when I have no other choice later. Like if something pops up over here, I will need a bridge to get it if the houses are over here, for example. Okay, this is good. Adding more yellow. And then at the end of every week, I'm going to get more perks. So I get traffic lights or bridges. They both come with 20 road tiles. I'm going to get bridges. I have a love-hate relationship with traffic lights. Traffic lights never make the traffic at a crossroads as efficient as you want it to be. It feels very kind of real life that way. Half the cars are slowed down all the way to being stuck, and then the other half can move, but then it's like, it's very jerky. And so when you have high volume, you can still get traffic jams, even when you're controlling flow with a traffic light. Roundabouts are much better, but they take a lot of space. Roundabouts are big, so you can't always fit a roundabout in. That's why I just try to avoid intersections as much as possible. Especially as the game continues, it is not possible to always avoid them, but, you know, I'm not going to have these things cross each other when they don't have to. And so, especially here at the beginning of the game, it's pretty peaceful. You know, they're just kind of slowly generating. So these regular buildings, the yellow and blue here, the bigger ones, they're going to generate pips on a regular schedule. And if, you know, so, oh, before I explain, okay, so here's what I mean about intersections. Because at the moment, I cannot connect this. So I have two options here. I can connect this blue over to this blue, but it will intersect yellow unless I use a bridge to get around, which might be what I want to do. I have another option where I could extend it from here and then there's no intersection, and I would need to feed this blue into there. That really adds the distance, and distance is time, right? Because the further away the cars are, the longer the trip it takes between picking up and setting down the pips. And so it can get backed up really easily. And once it gets backed up too badly, that's how you lose the game and you have to start over. So this is not a great situation here. Shortest distance requires an intersection. Longest distance is probably too long, but it's not unreasonable. Or I could use a bridge. Now I have 3 bridges, so I think at least at the moment I'm gonna go with the medium distance that uses a bridge. So the way the bridge works is you have to lay the whole thing in place. You can't delete it tile by tile like you can with a road. And I always try to cut corners. There we go. But I don't want a sharp corner, right? I'd rather have a smooth corner. So, not the most elegant solution, but I think it's the one I want to go with right now. And you can always change, right? You can always take back roads. And like here, this actually makes it pretty tempting, because now that I have 3 over here, I am tempted to run a road. And so one of the things you can do that I like to do is kind of see who wins. Like, if I'm not sure one way's better than the other, the cars will tell me. If no cars ever come from the left side, then what I have with the bridge really is better. Oh, yeah, this is... In a way, this is better. It would be closer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna delete these. Now they're still, oops, grayed out because they are currently in use. And so I can't connect that until... Yeah, it's not gonna let me because it has, So I'm gonna wait till these cars go away. It'll probably grab a blue one from over here in the meantime because this isn't connected. And that's fine. That's one reason I have that. It's a temporary measure. But once this blue car travels across here, yep, that'll start disappearing because it's not in use anymore. And then I can connect here. I like this. This one's probably close enough. If I get another blue house here to feed into it, that would be ideal. Yeah, I'm gonna take the road tiles. I take traffic lights. I'll usually take one or two just in case. Sometimes they're a little bit helpful. But generally I take them under duress. And you can see, like, this guy here is connected but hasn't done anything. It's not needed. And that's fine. At some point, the pace picks up, or these buildings might get bigger and they produce more pips, and then I'll start needing more. I really, ideally, have 2 houses for each block like this within a reasonable distance. Like here, this red is fine with just one source of cars because it's so close. It takes no time. That should be fine for like the entire game. If this one gets to be bigger and I still only have the 2 yellows, like, could be tricky. Probably still okay because it is fairly close. Like, it feels like it's far away here, but that's only because we're still zoomed in. As the game goes, it gets bigger and you expand and expand. That's going to feel like a shorter distance. And you can also see the pace is probably going to pick up because we're at 48, 49 points here. Every time we deposit a pip, it gives us a point. But everything is still really pretty slow and quiet right now. It does build over time. So far, there we go. That's, oh, you hate to see it. You really do. Okay, so I can fix this. And one way I'm going to fix it is by abandoning this blue bridge, right? And I'm just going to have it start feeding from here. I can even grab this guy and, can I not build that way? Huh, maybe that's weird. I can't build with the tracks, maybe, just across them? That's going to be interesting. But in any case, this lets me make that guy smoother, take this one away. There we go. I can feed that red from there, and no more intersections. I am surprised I can't get this blue to join over there, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, shit. Okay, yep, that gives me... No, I have no choice. Okay, so... I am going to add a bridge here. At least for now, because... There, that's good. I still feel better having 3 to service this big building. And you see how this one's accumulated too? Oh, a motorway. Nice. Um, because now the things that are feeding it are further away, so it takes more time to get there. And now we're using this house. I'll get nervous when there are no cars. Yeah, so there's no cars there at the moment. So I'm beginning to think, at least temporarily, I'm going to feed this blue into here. I don't love it, but I'll do it. I'd like to, there we go. Just to make sure this doesn't get out of control. Now, the motorway that I picked up, motorways are really good. I don't think I'm in dire enough straits right now to use it while I only have the one. But a motorway will let you connect from any point to any point across, like, over and above all the other roads. And it is really powerful. A very good road piece to have. Oh, bless. That's delightful. Gotta love that. I'm gonna try connecting this again. It does not like that. Is it because of... Oops. One of the things that I think helps me do well in this game is I am constantly re-optimizing when I get new houses and new systems. Like, the way I had this connected was great when it was just the one, but now with the second one, I want to optimize them more like this. And I think it does help with kind of the longevity of the... Ah, damn, I can't. Of the setup. But, like, I would rather have this blue one sit unused than connect it through yellow and through red to blue. This isn't so bad. Like, there are... It is mixing these, but it's not so bad when it's three-way as opposed to four-way. Slows them down a little bit. If the blues are coming by here when the red comes in, slows the red down a little bit, but not too bad. Plus, at the moment, I still have these guys that aren't even being pulled, so that's really good. Oh, now I can see the train is on an actual just circuit. Okay. I like that. That's neat. I will take the roundabout. So anytime you get a special piece, you get fewer road tiles. Anytime you just get road tiles, you get more of them. But the roundabout is really nice. So it is bigger, right? It takes up essentially 9 squares. But it's pretty nice when you have an unavoidable intersection that's not working very well, especially a 4-way. So sometimes when I see that coming, I try to reserve that space, even if I don't have the roundabout. Like, I'll build out with roads just to make sure the space stays available, because once a house pops in there, you can't put a roundabout there. But, okay. This calls for the motorway. So I'm gonna put the motorway here. Sure it can. It's fine. They're always yelling, the motorway can't be placed here. I'm going to do that here on the assumption that more greens will pop in, and I don't want it necessarily just leading too close into this one. But now it goes up and over all of this mess without interfering with it. And the cars actually travel really fast along here as well. So, aha. Do it. So it is the best way to connect for shenanigans like that. So far, everything looks good. I wonder if new train stations will pop in. I assume they can. Because, I mean, the new blue building, but it was already in an established, you know, train station parking lot. I guess we'll see. Oh boy. Well, luckily I have lots of grain to feed to it. So where the houses pop in, I think is semi-random from my observations. They tend to be near each other. That doesn't mean they're near their, like, shopping center. This one's gonna start getting trickier to pump in. I think I still can. Oh, and we pause. So whenever I've got a new thing like this, I'm gonna pause. And this is straightforward because I still have bridges. Easy peasy. So sometimes the blues will... Ooh, oh, now decisions. I think I need another bridge. There are lots of rivers. Roundabout's really nice too, but I gotta make sure I can get back and forth on the Thames here. Yeah, so you'll see the houses tend to cluster, at least to some extent. But not always, because sometimes you get like this red is over here by itself. Yeah, I'll connect this yellow. I'm not sure it's necessary yet, but if I don't connect it now, more houses could get in the way, and that makes it harder later. So you do influence where things pop up by blocking it with the roads. Sometimes for better or worse, you know. Sometimes it can be hard to know, is it better to have more things pop up? Because now I can't have a yellow pop up right here. But more yellows could pop up here, and that'd be fine. And I don't need this house connected at the moment. These two are feeding it just fine. They're really close. In fact, I think just this one is feeding it just fine. But if this becomes the bigger round building, and as the pace of the pips increases, as it does, then it probably will need this. So, trying to plan towards the future. I saw a little slowdown here from the blue and the red, but like that could happen even if they were the same color. Like the intersections are not as much about like, oh, I can't mix colors, as you just want to be aware of what the flow of the cars are, like what they're doing, and just kind of be aware of that. So this guy's accumulating pips at a rate that I don't love. But it would be really hard for me. I can't attach this guy to it. Even though it's so rarely used, it is used. And I need to reserve that. But I'm glad I have this one connected, or I'd be in big trouble over here. How many roads? So I'm really good on roads. Oh, I'm 100% taking the motorway. Yeah, so you only get 10 road tiles with the motorway. Doesn't matter. Worth it every time. You take every motorway. Because as far as I know, the motorways don't have a limit on range. It's harder to use in a mountainous city because they can't cross the mountains, but they can cross rivers, they can cross other roads. Like on this map for London, this would be no problem. Tie this guy in. I'm not going to bother with this guy. I have so many greens up here. It's totally fine. I would love to be able to put another... Oh, there is another train station. Nice. I'd love to be able to put another red source of cars here. Okay, so goodbye these roads. And then the question is, do I connect? I think I connected up here. No, I don't want to interfere with the motorway. And then I'd have to... These trees can be cut down. At least in this mode. There are challenge modes where you can't. I think I'll go this way. It's okay that it crosses. As long as it parks anywhere in this parking lot, it can pick up from there. So I don't have to connect it in on the side, like the yellow side of that parking lot. It'll be fine. And it's not going to pull very often because, again, it's connected to this train, which is pretty slow, thank God. It's actually really interesting to me playing with these trains now a little bit. I mean, we'll see how it feels later in the end game. But at least for now, it almost feels like they've made it easier because they don't pull very often. Now, both of these pull at the same time, but unless they add another train to the track, I'm always going to be able to just pick up those pips and go. So it does tie up resources of, you know, a house connected to it, but it's not that much. It's really not that big of a deal. And so it's much less, I heard stuff pop in. Oh, a red over here. God damn. Okay, that's not helpful. This I can connect. Or I could connect this one over here instead. They seem fairly equidistant, so I'm not going to stress that. Okay. I got the red I wanted, and it's in a terrible position. I'd have to burn a bridge. Well, burn a bridge. I'd have to use a bridge to connect it in. Or else send it all the way up over here. Like, I don't want to send it around that. Oh, that's terrible. I still have a roundabout. Let's get more bridges. I mean, so then if I wanted to, I could. Yeah, I might. I did just get a bridge. Okay. Let me just pause while I'm doing this. Because you don't want, like, while you're in the middle of constructing this, something pops in and prevents you from being able to do it. Now, the one problem here is that this is now a multi-intersection, so I don't love that. Like, I have to start thinking, do I want to pop in a roundabout? Well, a roundabout I could only put here. Might be worthwhile. I'm not sure. If I could have it there, it'd be great, but I can't because that yellow building's in the way. So I'm not sure that's worthwhile. Oh, this has 2 pips. Maybe it's going to start making more pips as it goes. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so I have a few things going on that I'm like, I'm not so sure about this, but I don't see a good way to improve it. So let's let this go for now. Pop that guy in. I don't seem to really be having, like, there's a lot of pips here, but they're getting taken care of. I've got lots of guys. I'm not short on green cars, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm going to keep an eye on this. Maybe make sure nothing spoils that. Interesting. Okay, so that's more blue. which is honestly not great. Wait, why are my greens not doing so hot here? Okay. Ah, shit. So here's the thing. I think I'm gonna fix it this way. I think I should actually put my motorway over here because I want things to connect to it more like this and come towards the direction so that I don't have some that are like backwards. But yeah. There we go. Actually, I want to put that there. I don't love that curvature, so let's not. It's hard to see sometimes, so it's like, okay, let's keep fixing this. This is why we pause. We want the motorway. I'm going to replace the 1 with the 2, and then I'm going to remove the 1. There we go. And then once these cars are done using it, I think this will be a better flow. And then hopefully in a shorter trip, so hopefully that'll be more effective for that. And the nice thing is, once the cars finish coming off of this motorway here, it should go away because they don't need it to go back. Yeah, so there we go. Got my other motorway back, and I didn't make this overflow because of switching that out. Oh, jeebus. Okay. All right. Bridge or motorway? That's the question. If I do a bridge here. Let's see. So obviously this red house is being used. This red one is the bane of my existence right now. It's just messing everything up. Let's see. I don't like that. Like my options here, I can connect these with a road, and my preference would be to go around this red building. I think this will be fine. It's not great, but it's fine. That'll do. I don't want to use a motorway on it, is what I'm saying. And like push comes to shove, I could grab greens from here and connect them in. Although right now this one's pulling on all of them. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on these. Oh, I didn't see these guys. Would that be shorter than this? If I came from here. It looks fairly... No, this way's shorter. This way is shorter. Okay. So I still have one bridge, but I don't have 2 bridges. So one thing I can do is I can connect these. And then it's one use of a bridge as long as you stay on the river. Like, this is not a bridge anyone would ever in real life build. That's alright. And then I can reclaim these, and they'll come back once that car is through. There we go. Okay, this guy's under better control. I improved the traffic flow up there. Ooh, intriguing. Now here's the issue. If I tie him in here, it's going to slow down the traffic from there. I'm not sure that's worth it. But it's so close. Oh, that's a tough one. Think about that. Tie that in there. I wonder if I want to change the geometry here. I think it's okay. Let's see what happens if I put this guy, tie him in. Let's see if it makes that better or worse. I need bridges. I mean, I'm about to get another one back, but nonetheless. Also, well, I'll leave those. No, because actually if they pop in with reds or blues, that might be okay. So that could actually be fine. One of the things that can happen if you're not paying attention is that, you know, you get all these houses that just pop in, and making sure that you tie them in where you need to, as you need to, is pretty important. And then I just like to make these things line up nicely when I can. So far, at least, this isn't having a huge effect. Like, it slowed that car down, but then this one's right here. So, it may be okay just to be so fast to get 2 pips off. Oh, of course. Of course. But, that's okay. This will suffice. This is even better. To come in here. I can take this off. Redirect it there. That should be fine, at least to begin with. Worst case, I can also drag this yellow and turn it around and connect it onto that green road. Because at some point, once they're coming here, it's just cars coming to this lot. But again, I do want to be careful about not slowing down my motorway too much. Interesting. Okay. This one's not in current use, so I'm gonna yoink it. Hopefully those will be enough, but I can always connect this guy around. Oh, nice. Love it. Yeah, if I get another green over here, probably tie it back into this one. Oh, it's dropping off more people now. Oh, that was 3 pips at a time. Holy shit. Okay. Well, I wonder what determines that. How many pips it makes. So that's 1 and 2. Maybe it's somewhat random? Like, here's the thing that I'm saying. Like, before I was like, wow, it's so much easier because it's just 1 pip at those random times. But, like, if it does produce more than 1 pip, it's a lot of them all at once. That's actually really dangerous because it forces multiple cars to leave the house at the same time. And that slows them down because they're jostling to try to get through the intersections at the same time. Yeah, that's gonna be awkward. Do I still have a bridge? I do, thank God. Okay. I think this should be fine. If I need another one, I'll grab it. I am concerned now about this. We'll see if the... Well, but... Can the 2 greens take care of this before the train comes around again? That's the real question. Because if they can, and it looks like they can pretty easily, then I'm okay with the... Oh, sweet. I need bridges, but I'll take a motorway. All these blues in a not helpful place. The reason why I like to line them up like this is it's more likely I get more houses in a row instead of weird clusters, which can be tricky to funnel into the... It's possible to have houses that get isolated in a way where they can't, their driveway doesn't lead to a road. Oh, yes. Okay, and actually, let's make this more efficient, a little bit faster if we do it that way. Now, on the other hand, these three yellows, although they got pulled at the same time and they got slowed at this intersection, that does mean they're not all hitting this at the same time. So that's okay, actually. So far, so good. I like to make tiny adjustments like that. Like, I know it's always going to go this direction, so I don't need to have it come straight down. That's when it could go either way. If I know what direction it's going to go and come from, this is a smoother transition for the car. Pop that into there. And this is symmetric. I don't think it matters which direction. Oh, shit. Now that's bad news. Okay. Shoot. I can't only tie this red into these, which would be my preference, without removing these two blues from here. Which might be okay. I know I have some blues that are going that way, but I also have a lot of blues here that are not being touched. So I think I'm going to try to remove some of this and simplify it. I've got a lot of reds here, which will help. And I think that overall it's going to make things better. We'll see if the red or if this blue has trouble from just these, but I think it'll be okay. See, this is not helpful. I don't want this red because I can't tie it into there without like a bridge. This is better. We'll take this one. Do I want to do this and connect? No, I don't think so. Maybe a little. No, I think it's fine. So yeah, this is good news at least that I'm getting a lot of reds here. And in fact, I'm getting so many, I don't think I need this anymore. I could just take this away and not even get that bridge back and then just feed this in here. And in that case, I think I think that looks okay in terms of the shape. Because again, corners slow down cars, so we don't want that. Oh, heck yeah. For now, I'm gonna drop it in there. Bridge, please. But this green is nice because I could pop it over to the right instead. Because I do know this one's pretty well taken care of, but I'm feeling okay right now. I've got, wait, something popped in. What was it? I heard it. There's that cue. Oh, it might be this red. I don't think I need to tie that in. I haven't even tied this one in yet. I can. This one I will. Okay, so this is kind of increasing, which I don't love. I'm trying to think of how I could improve that. Oh, shit. And This is actually not great. I hadn't noticed that. Okay, so new plan here. This is going to connect in here because we need... Come on, I don't want that. We need more support there. I'm going to do a motorway over here. So one of the ways I do that is you can kind of just do it like this. And then connect to here. And then connect there. Nice and smooth. And then if I need to, I could connect those guys down. But I think this will probably be enough. You know what? Why not? Okay. Let's see. I think that's better. I'm still worried about this one. I guess worst case I could do a motorway from here to there, but like, oof, I don't know. This green is still doing okay. This is becoming a problem. I don't want that to fill up. And I can't... Can I? Can I? Let's try this. Oh, I can. Okay. Here we go. It's a terrible bridge. I don't want to connect it to that. It's fine. Like that. There we go. Come on, connect. You're fine. That should help. Yeah, sometimes these start getting really awkward to connect. Still doable, but... Save ourselves some road here. Okay, this is doing much better. Happy to see it. Okay, so the thing is with this is I probably need to connect in. Easiest thing is just do this, right? Gonna just make sure that stays viable as an exit. And in that case, I definitely need to feed this here. Because that one guy's got that train station covered fine. We'll try it. I'm a little concerned it's not enough. And if it's not enough, what I should actually do, and actually what I will do, I'll just do this. It's going to be better, is go ahead and connect these guys again. But now I have to go further around because of all of that red housing. Okay, don't connect there. And like at some point, oh God, you really do have to think about, would it make more sense to use a motorway? But like I can get around. So I will. Like, I try to save the motorways for when you really have no other choice. Now, it may be that this is not fast enough. I think with 4 buildings attached, it'll work. Speaking of, let's connect that in. Okay. But then that way... Bridge, please. I'm also gonna do this just to keep that as a good connection. This guy's making a sharp corner, but it'd be a pain in the butt to rebuild that bridge. So I'm not sure that I will. Yeah, let's connect this green guy in. Now, another thing I'm noticing here, though, something I could optimize, and I think I probably will, is I could actually um, use this motorway, and maybe I'll drop it in here instead, and connect here. And then I can connect all of these to this guy, which is closer. So that's, instead of like one closest and one really long, it's now two like relatively good. Like it just really shortens that distance. And I think that's worthwhile. So let's see if I can make the geometry around here work. Because everything's been tied in to go up as opposed to down, but I think it'll be fine. Generally speaking, if you can tie them in one way, you can the other. That's not always true, but here it is. Good enough. Okay. I like it. And the important thing is everything's serviced in the meantime. Like, I want to delete this, and I think it will be deleted. There we go. This is really good. I'm getting more greens here because I might be able to delete this pod. Oh, boy. Oh, geez, you guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. Damn, that sucks. I either... Oh, I can't even build that because it's with the track. Okay, but I could go up and through. But building across here is really dangerous because it'll slow these guys down when they have to act pretty fast. Oh, I don't like that. I can't move this guy to connect in. I don't currently have a motorway for it, but I'm about to. And I might actually just use... Do I use the motorway on that? Oh, damn, that would suck. To use a whole separate motorway. I could conceivably come back this way and tie it in here, but that is so inefficient. I don't like that at all. I could also grab these guys and have them come down here and have this pull more from those. That might be okay. I can use the roundabout. Look at me. Okay, here's my... There isn't room for a roundabout here, but there is up here. So here's my solution. So we'll grab this and come in here. I'll have to rebuild this out a little better. Let's see, even just this is better. There, it's not great, but it's better. And then build these in. Whoops, connect there. And you can connect here. It's not pretty. Actually, this can connect here. It's really not pretty, but it'll work, I think. We'll try it and see if I need to change, like, the access and the angles, but... Okay, good. This motorway is getting disconnected. I think this is the last car on it. So I'll get that back. Oh, I can tie you in up here. Oh, that'd be great. Fantastic. The problem with this is if you move the motorway, well, I can move it, I think. I'm not sure how much I want to move it. It just takes it a bit to actually finish moving. I'll do that. That'll shorten the trip a little bit. I think that's okay. Oh, you popped up bigger. Okay. That's fine. You're fed by lots of guys. This, I'm actually worried. You know what? I'm going to take some of these and feed them this way. Oh, tough decision. I have 2 bridges. I'm going to get another roundabout. 2 bridges and a motorway, so... Trying to see where my problem areas are. Some of these, it's just there's going to be congestion, but I have enough stuff feeding it. Like, one of the big issues is when you realize that all of the houses are perpetually empty. It's like, oh, that's not good. Tempted to feed this one in, but again, I don't want to slow that down. And this guy is fine. Doing just fine. The red here, not very useful at the moment. But like if this pops in red, I'll be golden. If it pops in yellow, I'll be in trouble. I'll have to use motorway. Light blue, also trouble. Well, I could connect these. So that'd actually be okay too. Dark blue would be iffy just because I have so few dark blue sources of cars. But oh, that's not good. These were already struggling. But since this is connected, under duress, it can grab some from here to pull up there. Which is okay. Let's see here. Can I connect this guy in still? Tricky, but yes. So like these are really far away from there, but they're just kind of extra, and if it takes a long time for a car to go and pick up a pip, that's okay, because there are others that are faster, but it's just something else that can pick up that pip. Oh, motorway, thank God. Alright. I say that, but like... you hate to rely on the long distance trek for much. Oh, this is good. That's closer. Light blue is fine. I've got all of these guys. Wow. Squiggly road. I like the roads to be nice. Okay. And then I can just start connecting these guys, like so. All good. Okay. Which means I actually don't think I need that. Oh, this is fine. Obviously, no problem at all. Drop these two. Nope. There you go. No worries. I don't even think I'm going to tie this one in. These all have cars. They're just sitting there. This, I'm a little worried about now. And this, actually, shit. I hadn't even noticed that. That guy hadn't been helping. So let's tie this in here. Oh, I'd love to get more yellows in here, but the only way I can, I think, is a motorway. Okay, well, no, that's not true. Oh, but I can't connect this one through there. Jeez. Connect it with the bridge. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This one's doing fine. I'm going to steal a couple houses from it. Possibly temporarily, possibly forever. We'll see. And then I'm going to disconnect this one from here. And I'm going to feed it in over here. Through the clever use of a bridge. No, come on. Okay, that's fine. Right. That'll do. See all these cars coming at the same time. They're like, oh god, we're needed. Yeah, I know. So this is what happens when you get more pips than the 6. This ring starts to fill up. And if it fills all the way up, then you're in trouble, and that's how you lose. But so far, I think we got it under control. I am concerned about this one filling up. So, one thing I can do, if I'm desperate. Okay, let's see here. One thing I can do for this if I'm desperate is I can motorway from down here up to there. And just cut out a lot of that trip. Disconnect it from here. But I am... Oh, I have 2 motorways. You know what? So I am going to do that. Because I am concerned. I need to take care of that. I also could put this one there if I wanted to. And attach these 2 to that. And I may do that. But first, let's do this motorway. Connect it up here. I don't want to connect it right at the entrance because then it will cause traffic jams. But then I can disconnect all of this. This will just be fed with these, and this will help feed that. And then actually this, oh, you know what? I could actually then delete these roads. Yeah. But I don't think I will because these are so close it might still be useful to have. Okay. I don't think they're interfering too much. Okay. So this guy's under control right now, so I don't think I'm going to worry about changing up the stuff here. Although I want to make sure this one stays good. It's the green that's being trouble. Okay, this green can connect. I don't love that that is now connected to yellow, because shit, now that yellow is going. I don't want that. So, oh, bridge, please. There we go. Dark blue, huh? Okay. Oh, I hate it when it's like this, where it's like, I can't make a new road. I can here. Goodbye, tree. Just gonna do this. Feed those guys over. That's good. If I get enough houses there, I won't even have to keep this motorway. I can just have these blues feed this, and then all of these feed those, but for now, I'll leave it. Hey, that's 2,000. Nice. Let's see, can I feed that in? Yes. Becoming tempted to take that motorway away, but I still do have an extra, so oh god. Okay. Where are those yellow sources going to come from? I think I've got a bunch here that are not really being used. So what I'm going to do is take the closer ones and pop them over here. And let the further ones service this because it's still closer to that. I think that'll be fine. Okay, that should be good. And I've been joined by Eris. Hello, my kitten. Now I have a cat on my lap. Okay, that one's now big. That's fine. I think it's serviced by enough stuff. Pop this guy in. Oh, that's an awkward red. Those are all awkward reds. So far, so good. You know what, I might as well actually pop this green in here, because at this point, if it's... Ooh, another motorway. If it's pulled into here, it doesn't matter what color it is. They're all going to the same place and coming from the same place, so it doesn't affect the traffic flow. Okay, so this is having issues, but I think it's gonna be okay, question mark? I'm not really sure what to do. Add another... Like, the roundabout's already doing kind of the best I can do, but oh, the circle's filling up. I don't love that. Oh, man. Which means I need to figure out how to make this more efficient and fast. Let's see. Okay, I think what I need to do is burn a motorway. I have plenty, so I'm gonna disconnect these, connect them here. Come on. Sure. And then connect this here. And then I can take this road out and then connect these guys up here. It's not pretty, but I think it'll do. Okay, let's see if this is any better to get those guys. It's still got that awkward corner, which I hate. Come on, guys, come pick up those pips. Come pick up those pips. You're making me nervous. Oh shoot, I should have connected it down here just to make it a shorter path. It'll be alright. Right now the issue is still just traffic flow, but now it's just the one road, just the motorway. They're gonna be fast. I think they can get it under control, I hope. I'm gonna dump this into there just to make sure I have the cars. Not sure what else I can do, so I'm gonna let it run. It's not getting any worse at the moment. See, it's staying about stable, which is not great, but not horrible. Oh, it's getting better, I think. Okay, good. That's good. Whew. Okay, so I don't need this roundabout anymore. Let me pause and just convert that to a road. Come on. It won't let me. Oh, does it think the motorway is connected to the roundabout? That's not great. Here, I'm gonna connect it here. And then I think that I can do better with this, right? This one, come on, go sideways. There we go. I think that's better flow and it's shorter. And then once these are good, and it's back to just pips. Thank God. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Motorway, please. They're really generous with the motorways. I approve. There we go. And I got my roundabout back. So now I have 2 roundabouts if I need them. The motorways, as you can see, have been really helpful. I am keeping this one, I think. I'm still running cars on it, so... this red doesn't connect, but I think it's okay. This is gross. Oh, I see what's happening. Red cars from this one are connected in, and so they're coming to help out the train station. That's fine. You know, I can even just put one in on purpose. Because again, if they're kind of, well, I guess it's not great because they're not just going into this blue by itself, but also, yeah, actually I don't love that. Okay, I changed my mind. But I can't move this guy. He's stuck, so I am, in a sense, stuck with it. At least a little bit, unless I disconnected this, which I don't want to do. Because the blues still go that way. Okay, well, everything's under control for the moment. I have a bunch of yellows here that I feel like... Okay, I think it's time to rebuild this bridge. Because this yellow building is not in dire straits. I would like to connect this one back there. Perfect. Okay, so these guys, I think... I can connect like this. But the question is, can I do it and not hit this motorway? Let's move the motorway. Yeah. There we go. Save some road there. Perfect. I think that's better. And this guy I don't even want facing that way because it's confusing. Oh, we're over 3,000. Nice. Feeling good about that. Oh, I have a new blue here. Let's put that in. These guys aren't really connected to anything. That's okay. Because you don't have to. You don't have to connect all of the houses as long as every building has a good enough supply. That is the thing that matters. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give in. I'm gonna get some traffic lights. Now I have them if I need them, because sometimes you can't fit the roundabout, but you just want some kind of traffic control. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about this guy. Yep. Okay, he popped. So let's go ahead. We've got the motorways. Let's connect those instead. It's weird. Normally I don't have the luxury of using motorways this way, just to speed it along. Like, normally it's only to get around, like, when I can't connect a different way. But now it's like I could connect a different way, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna optimize like with this, and it's kind of funny to me that I'm able to do that. I think that's good. Oh, is that connected? I don't think it's connected there. Okay. Sometimes with the motorways, it's a little hard to see the connections. Oh, this green popped. No good. Yeah, so this is not a matter of sources because I still have green cars that have not been pulled. The issue is just congestion. And so I think, oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can connect this down here instead. That will optimize. Can I make this? No, that's fine. The motorway. I think that's what I need. Okay, this I think will be fine once the motorway gets established better. Maybe some of the traffic flow is a little bit strange there. Okay, but it's definitely above the red. So now we just kind of gotta hope that... Oh, God. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's shitty. But it's actually okay. I could tie that in here. I think it'll be okay. Because it'll just pull these greens through there. And that's really only an issue when these guys really fill up, which is only going to be sometimes. Definitely my bigger issue right now is this. Okay, so all the green cars are accounted for, so I've got to tie in more green cars here just to pull and get this crisis taken care of. And hopefully this other one will fix itself. Yeah, it's already going down. Okay, that's good. Do I want to tie these guys in? I think maybe I do. Again, despite the inefficiency with that exit, I think it might be worth it just to have these guys closer. We'll see how it goes. I mean, at the moment, it's not even pulling them, so maybe it's not worth it. Okay, it's going down. Okay, not worth it. It doesn't need them. I pull this road off. There we go. We're doing okay. This is a problem. I need more green sources there. I'm gonna steal you. Motorway, please. Guess heck, if that keeps being a problem, I'll just pull in more green from somewhere else. Actually, this is a good idea. I've got all this green that's being split. Half of it's coming here and half of it's going there. But that's not enough because it also has this to deal with. So I should send all of these this way. And then get this green serviced by these guys. I think that'll be fine. I can even put in a roundabout down here to deal with traffic, but that'll give me this bridge back. Okay. And then let's grab these guys. Let's put in a roundabout. Like so. I think that'll do it. And I still also have a guy over here. I think that's going to be a better use. Oh, this is popped up. I don't know what else I can do about that. I've got this I can add in. Ooh, yellow up there, huh? Ooh, that's real bad. Well, again, I have a motorway so I can fix it. I can put the motorway here, disconnect some of those because it doesn't need more than like, oh, it doesn't need them at all. Check this out. Okay, fantastic. I think that extra one will be enough. Put that there. Okay. The real issue is just managing this still. God, that's what a pain. Okay. I think part of the problem is that some of these still have to come here. Can I pull them from here instead? Yes, and I can even do it with the roundabout. Because the less I have to diverge it, you know, the better. And then these are just sources. They can just, it doesn't matter if they're green or dark blue, they're going the same place. And then all of this can just feed up that way. And I can optimize the flow within that a little bit better. And then these will service that. I think that'll do it. I'll see if that's enough. Because again, at some point, you have to react before it becomes too bad of a problem, or there isn't enough time for the new flow to solve it. And that's an issue. But I could try putting a traffic light in there. I don't know. Don't know if that would help. Oh, I'm nervous. You know, it can't hurt, can it? Well, okay, it could hurt, but we'll try it. I'm going to keep an eye specifically on that. Okay, because you see how there's a traffic jam in the lot? I'm going to delete this. Sometimes traffic lights make those worse. It's great. Oh, that's going to pop. I'm going to lose because of that. I can see it now. It's filling up too fast. It's not going down. It's just this one little bottleneck there. Oh, even the train station. Oh, yeah, everything's popping off now. But on the other hand, I'm over 4,000, which feels really good. So I'm not really seeing anything that is going to prevent this from occurring. So I'm just going to let it go. Because the one thing I tried to do, I think I should have done it earlier. And that might have helped. Sure, have another bridge. Why not? I mean, it hasn't gone yet. I'm like on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god. Oh, there it went. Too few cars can reach the destination in time. Your city shut down. 4,373 commuters on your roads over 133 days. That feels pretty good. And then it's kind of fun. You can take a picture of your city and you can add, or like have the pips or not. week 20, I like to have, the number that I got. Screenshot. So that's fun. And then, yeah. Go back to menu. I like to see how I did. Oops, nope, too far. I don't want challenges. I want this to see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I did pretty good on it. Makes me feel better. Yeah, so that's a really fun game. I enjoyed immensely. I really love the constant optimization. I find that really satisfying and really fun just to push it and see how far I can go and how I can do. So yeah, Mini Motorways, I highly recommend it. It's a super fun game. And yeah, I'll catch you on other videos. Bye!